Welcome back to part 4 of the Mustang floor replacement. Give me just a second. Got our car marked here. I'm going to keep these original frame rails and spring eyes there. So I'll keep that in the front, keep that in the rear, so that the rear end will go back in square, or as square as it was from the factory. I did not cut those, move those, and I'll be able to splice in here, put my support in. I made a line directly in line with that spring box that the factory gives as a reinforcement also. So let's cut it up. I'll take my saw, cut that straight down, cut that straight down. That's it. A little bit of grind there on the bottom, it'll be slick and straight. Here we go, we got these cut off. Went ahead and put me a little bevel all the way down that. Put a bevel on my frame here, bottom, other side. I needed to figure out where to cut my other piece off at, since I've got this all the way nice and straight. I used the very front of this spring eye. I measured from there to there. Got that measurement. I brought it over to here. Remember, I'm going down now. Going back that way. See if you can see it. It's pretty dark. There we go. So, move that measurement into here. You can see my scribe line there to there. Then I went ahead and drilled through right there. Did that on both sides. So I was careful, went ahead and remeasured this side of the spring eye to the very front of that, and it was exactly the same. I'm pretty proud of that. Brought it over here, drilled through, and then I could take my flashlight, shine through to be sure it's exactly at the front of that brace, just like my other one is. Drilled it, brought my line across the back, connected my line in the front, and there. So I'll do the same thing with the other side here in a second after I cut this one off. I'm basically just showing you one side at a time instead of doing this side and that side, filming everything. It's kind of a waste of my time. I'm just showing you, if you can do one side, you do the other side the same way. Here we go. Exactly, perfectly lined up. Notice the saw blade never even touched that spot right there. So that lets me know my plan here is to cut that as close as I can to the inner fender lip, but not take out the other layer that I need to weld to. So, wish me luck. I should be able to jack it up, put it into place. I still need to cut my front frame rails and get them square, and then I will cut these front frame rails and get them square after I make my mark. here we are back. So you'll notice this is green and this is red. That's the one we cut out of our other car. The right now it's being held in by a ratchet strap, but yeah, Mr. B was here and I got to the point of everything I thought was trimmed, and I said, hey man, let's stick it in, and we did. And first try, it couldn't have been any better, you know, if we planned it that way. I thought we were going to put it up, then trim out some, and show you the inside. You know, have to pull it in and out 10 times, but that's not the case here. You'll see we got a little bit of gap there. I'm going to fix that with that piece of metal I just got from out there. This little stuff here is not a big deal. Here's what's important. There's that inner fender lip. I'm going to take my hammer and tighten that up, then I'll run my self-tapping screws in, and then you can kind of still see my holes. I'll get that dude stitched in today. Also this panel here, get it pushed back and get those welded up. This car is going to be back together before you know it. Let me show you this. Like I said, first try, it couldn't have been, if it was my car, it wouldn't have turned out so nice, but look at that. I try to get close on it. There's a little bit of gap there in these welded. I'm gonna grind that off, get it back clean. But that's almost laser straight. Inner fender looks super tight and nice. I'll pull it in from the inside, weld it up, and then I can run my seam sealer all through here. So there's what it looks like in the back. Almost perfectly lined up. So nice. Totally amazed. It's great.